Greetings, it's Father Mark. I've got four things that I want to share with you. First has to do with COVID. If you've paid attention to the national news, you know that infection rates across our country are increasing. Oklahoma is not exempt. In fact, our school is currently under a 14-day quarantine. We are all weary of the restrictions that COVID has brought into our lives. We long for the time when we can return to some form of normalcy, but this is not the time to get lax in our precautions. It really is the time when we need to be more strident in our observation of washing hands and social distancing and wearing our masks when we are in public. In fact, the CDC just revised its guidelines on social distancing. Prior to last night, the advice was that close contact was 15 continuous minutes with someone under 6 feet. Last night, they revised that advice to say that it's cumulative minutes during a 24-hour period. Therefore, if you had 15 one-minute encounters with someone throughout the day, that would constitute close contact. So I think it's just really a way of reminding us that distancing of 6 feet or more is really very important to combat the spread of this virus. And I just want to add that as Christian persons, that we wear masks and wash our hands and we socially distance because we love other people. We reduce our social interaction to restrain the potential of community spread. It is a way of loving our neighbor, and I commend that to you. The second thing I wanted to just mention is stewardship. Last week, cards went out in the mail. We've never done that before. We invited you to. It was a form that you could fill out. You could return online, and the response rate has been good so far. Just want to remind you that this year, as we go into 2021, the pledging is even more important than in past years. Our budget is really built around three parts: pledging, plate, and money that we are able to draw on from our investment accounts. With social distancing and people staying home, the number of people in church on Sunday is down by about 2/3. It kind of mirrors the fact that our plate offering year to date is down from what we anticipated. We anticipate at the end of the year, instead of having $60,000 of plate offering, that we're going to be in the $20,000 range. It's a huge decrease in resources available. So if you are in a position where you can make a commitment, and give us an idea of how much money that we have to work with this year, that would be very, very helpful for the vestry. So we'll probably reduce that line item in the budget on plate offering, much lower than what we have this year, probably even lower than 1/3 of what we have received. So if you can convert from being a plate giver to a pledged or commitment giving person, that would be really helpful. And just commend that to you as a part of your discipline. And speaking of that, our First Fruits In-Gathering, where we're bringing canned goods to church on Sunday at the school or to the office, that's a part of increasing our awareness that stewardship is a daily activity. So if you join us on Sunday, bring a can of vegetables, a can of fruit. If you are not choosing to worship in public, which I totally understand, stop by briefly, drop off a can. You can say hi to Debbie. She would enjoy the company. And we will build our ministry together, our devotion and our discipline. The third thing is that the vestry and I have talked last Tuesday about the possibility of adding another service on Sunday mornings. Perhaps at 8 o'clock, perhaps later. Um, the Behind that is a way of allowing us to safely get together, see each other, build what community we can build in this time of COVID. There's also a possibility of starting a Wednesday night service. So if you would let me know by email or give me a call on the phone, if you would attend a service at 8 o'clock on Sunday morning, or 10 o'clock on Sunday morning, or 6:30, for example, on Wednesday evening, let me know. If there are 10, 15 people that are interested in doing that, we'll add that service and increase our fellowship capacity. The last thing I had to share has to do with home communions. Maybe even a month ago, I offered to celebrate communion in your home, and that offer still stands. If you'd like, you could invite, 3, 4, 5 other people into your home if you feel safe. We could have home Eucharists. I'd be very happy to do that. It would give me a chance to see more of you, which would bring delight to my heart and variety to my day. And I just commend that to you. Once again, you let me know about that. So anyway, in summary, stay safely distanced, wear your mask, wash your hands, love your neighbor. Okay. Think about stewardship on a daily basis. Consider pledging, especially those of you who are plate givers. And worship. Join us on Sunday if you feel safe. Let me know if you'd like another service. We'll make that happen. And finally, if you can't come to church at the school as we worship right now, I'll come to you if you want me to. All right. Love you. Stay safe. Be well.